A young woman in Winnipeg is urging Canadians to get out and vote, no excuses. And really, she is leading by example, casting her own ballot under the most unimaginable circumstances. Now, her appeal online is so powerful. It is calling for political engagement. It is also gathering steam very quickly in the campaign's final days. And to understand why, take a look.
If I can find the time to vote, you can find the time to vote.
Hashtag what's your excuse? Well, let's bring in Laura McQuillan right now because, you know, Maddison's story getting a lot of attention this morning as it's been circulated, as we said, online. Very silent video right up until the very end. So tell us a bit more about what she's saying and her message that she's sharing.
Yeah, it's a hard one to watch, isn't it, Michael? It's really moving for us, our colleagues. Everyone's talking about this morning and so many people talking about it online. Maddison Yetman, that 18-year-old you just saw from Winnipeg, her message, you saw it there in those signs. She was recently diagnosed with terminal cancer. She had no idea she was sick until one day she started feeling unwell, went to the doctor, and within hours, days, she knew that she had cancer. Initially, they thought that it was leukemia, but later that diagnosis was changed to sarcoma and it had spread to her blood, to her bone marrow. You saw in the video, she has only days or weeks to live. That's the prognosis for her. This is her first election as an 18-year-old, and she said it's her last chance to make a difference. It's so important to her to go out and vote. And so she shared that video on Twitter with a challenge to others as well, and she tweeted this out to politicians, saying in that, this is my last chance to make a difference. Please share this with your network and get out and vote. That's what she wants people to do next week when the election takes place. It's been a difficult few weeks for her family coming to terms with this diagnosis, but it's really inspiring as well to see a young 18-year-old woman. She doesn't know what her future may hold or how much longer she has, but she's got this really important message to share.
Well, if she wants to make a difference, it's making a difference because people are sharing this video, talking about this video. Talk to us about the reaction that Maddison is getting online. Yeah,
it's really resonating with people. Just looking at it a few minutes ago, seeing how many people have watched it. This morning alone, tens of thousands more people have watched this video, 400,000 so far. It's been retweeted more than 5,000 times, and we've seen politicians sharing it as well as sports stars, celebrities. I want to show you a couple of those. One of them, Justin Trudeau, picking up the message which had been tweeted to him saying, "Thank you for inspiring Canadians and reminding us how precious a vote is." Also, the NDP leader, Jagmeet Singh, sharing that as well, saying he's speechless. It's truly powerful. Thanking her for her courage posting this video and asking others to go out and vote, saying their voices like Maddison's deserve to be heard. And one other person we have spoken to, Michael, is Maddison's uncle, Brent Williamson. He said she's always been politically active. She's always been really interested in being an activist. She wanted to put politics aside from this and just get that message across, and they've just been blown away by how much of a response it's had. Here's what he said.
Here's a kid whose time can be measured in minutes or hours, and she took minutes out of there to vote. And there's no excuse for everybody else who has a lot more time to not get out and vote. I think that is a message that resonates with people.
So such a moving message, and that's their hope, you know, that they are going to encourage others and move them through her story to get them to get out and vote and have their voices heard, Michael.
An amazing story. Laura, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Now, we have to say we've been getting many videos from our own viewers that echo Yetman's sentiment over the past weeks. They're sharing their thoughts on a whole range of hot-button issues, and among them is Andrew Stelmach. Now, he is a self-described prairie boy currently living in Toronto, and he wrote us specifically in reaction to all the chatter around a potential coalition government. From where he stands, the proposal does not go nearly far enough for progressives.
We need to get the Liberals and the NDP in a room. We have to get the big boys to put their big boy pants on, to check their egos at the door and find a way for these two parties to unite. They need to become one brand new party. They are just too similar to keep forcing us to choose between them. Their differences are just not big enough to keep dividing us. This endless cycle of splitting the vote between these two parties and letting the other one scoot up the middle simply has to come to an end, and it's so easy to do. If you ask me, this needs to be the political discussion after this election. I am tired of fighting for what most of us want. Please get out and vote.